Alrighty, race fans, welcome to the Monster Mile Dover International Speedway for the Area 51 Truck Series. Coming at you for round number, I believe it's round 3 for them here tonight at Dover. These guys getting up to speed here. Once again, Dover, the Monster Mile, a very high bank concrete racetrack. Very easy to get yourself in trouble here. And boy, if you do, these walls are not forgiving here. You see a truck go around here, most likely they're going to end up in the fence and in the fence hard. To keep that in mind going into the night, because it is a self-cleaning racetrack, which means when you spin, you're probably going to go to the inside of the racetrack. Well, drivers meeting is underway here, so we're going to step away for our national anthem, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the point standings coming in tonight and get you set for 75 laps at the Monster Mile here this evening. Alrighty, folks, back here at Dover International. Now let's take a look at our point standings coming into tonight. See Dylan Lemaster up front. Dude Conrad 4 points back. Got John is sitting there third, 4 points back as well. Ryan right there. Also Michael Spell up there in the mix. Robert Richards 8 out. All these guys about halfway through the season after tonight. We're really with a great chance of coming away with a championship here this season. Making it look great for all those guys. And if we look at our practice charts here tonight with 4 minutes remaining, man, Jack Walls up there in that 74 machine, or excuse me, in that 83 machine, leads the way in practice. Good job, Mr. Walls. And congratulations to him for the run he's putting together so far tonight. We'll see if we can grab a word with him in a moment if he speak. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Jack is on team. Nevertheless, great job there in that number 83 machine. Dude Conrad back here as well. Look at Logan. Logan out here on track tonight in that 63 machine. Of course, as well, Jim Brooks out on track also, finishing up his practice right now, 4th overall quickest in practice times. A great run there for him also. These guys doing a great job getting these cars ready. Again, Dover, these trucks can get really loose on exit. We'll have to watch that all night long. These trucks working their way out of the corners. That seems to be the trouble spot here at Dover. Truck just gets free with you, and when it breaks free, there's not much you can do about it. You're most likely going to go around. We'll have to keep an eye on that all night long here. 3 minutes remaining in practice. Dude Conrad sitting down there on pit road. Jim Brooks out on track. Gabe there in that number 1 machine doing a good job in that black number 1. Rolling through 3 and 4 right now. Take a look here at Joe Marks in that number 4. Wedford back here in the 48. As well, the 79 of Ted Deckard out there on track also. On board here with Mr. Ted Deckard as he works his way around Dover International Speedway, otherwise known as the Monster Mile. See how he fares here so far. Again, just a little bit longer here, 2 minutes until we're done with practice, and we'll get qualifying underway. Taking a look here at Ted Deckard Jr. Good to see him out there also. He's about 0.4 of a second off the leader's pace right now. He's got a little bit of work to do, but never know. Save your tires, go a little bit slower, it might pay off in the long run. Of course, Mr. Jack Walls out front in this practice time. We'll see if he can back that up in the qualifying here, coming up here in just a moment. About a minute away from that now, as we'll ride on board around Dover with Mr. Ted here, giving us a free ride around, and you can look at just how high banked this racetrack really is. Of course, tonight's race, only 75 laps, 75 miles here at the Monster Mile. Probably going to be a short sprint night for us here on Extreme MTV. Pretty much a sprint race here around Dover. Coming right up. Gonna get their stuff ready to go here as we're closing in on the end of practice, folks. About race time here for the Area 51 Truck Series. Should be a lot of fun tonight. I hope you stick around to check it out. Coming up here in a few moments. Looks like we have 21 trucks registered to run here tonight. Pretty strong field for the Area 51 Truck Series. And folks, we got about 23 seconds and we'll get qualifying underway here. As you see, practice time has ran out. So it will be qualifying time here in just a moment as we tick our way down. And we will be qualifying here in just 1 second. The track will open for qualifying. Who is going to take the pole here tonight? We'll pull up your qualifying order in just 1 second. Still on board here with Mr. Deckard. And qualifying has begun. So here we go. Let's go qualifying at Dover, folks. And you see Mr. Deckard there on track. Logan getting up to speed as well. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4 is Mr. Logan. Nice to see the 63 out there tonight. Across the start finish line to start lap number 1. And through 1 and 2, and that number 63 machine, we'll see where he comes up. Of course, Logan driving that number 63 machine. Mr. Logan comes out of turn number 4, and first lap goes to Logan 22.827. Harrison Chandler right there with him as well. Nice run there for Harrison also. Good run, Harrison Chandler. Take a look here. Dude Conrad in the number 8 on track also. What he can do on his second lap here. Dude Conrad driving that number 8 machine. Coming up off of turn number 4. Good corner and P4 for Dude Conrad right now. James Ledford out on track also in the 48 machine heading down the back straightaway. Ted Decker Jr. 23.607. Back there a little ways, but here comes Charles Johnson. And across the stripe, Charles Johnson 23.194. 23.194. Let's see who else we got on track right now as we speak, as we're going through the qualifying order here. Jack here has not come out for his qualifying lap. He was fastest in the practice. He's got about 2 more minutes before qualifying ends. We'll keep a camera here on this number 83 machine. He rolls out for his qualifying lap. Kind of surprised he ain't rolled yet. See William out there also. Bud Steele right now scored in third. Well, 2 minutes left here of the practice time. And we will just kind of wait here. See if Mr. Jack Walls rolls off pit road again. He was your fastest truck in practice earlier. Right now has not turned a lap. Neither has Robert Richards. There also hasn't turned a lap that I can see. Now Robert rolls just as we put the camera on him in that number 12 machine. He rolls out onto the racetrack, but he will reset. That's not like something there. And they're running out of time here. I'm not thinking some of these guys may not get a lap in. Your points leader, Dylan, also has not turned a lap in the 3 truck either. These guys will probably start at the end of the field at this point with just over a minute remaining before we get them lined up here. Again, Logan to the top of the board, 22.827. Logan in that number 63 machine. Great job. Good lap. Out qualifying Harrison Chandler. Chandler right there in the 29 machine. As we got 49 seconds remaining here. We're going to grab Logan right quick. Hey, Logan, it's Matt down in the booth. You got a copy on it, buddy?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty, man. It looks like with 33 seconds left, it looks like you have a really good shot here at grabbing the pole there in the 63 machine. What's your plan to keep it up front all night tonight?
Just don't get ahead of myself. I've been doing a lot of practice and I've gotten loose so much, so I'm just gonna try and take it easy and just keep it up front the best I can.
Alrighty, Logan. Well, best of luck to you going forward, my friend, and have fun out there tonight, buddy.
Thank you. Hope you enjoy the race.
Thank you, sir. All right, folks, we're going to get ready to show you your starting grid here when they get ready to line them up. And let's go with your starting order in just 1 second. All right. Pretty good. The qualifying times here. Our starting lineup goes as follows. Logan on the inside front row alongside Harrison Chandler second. Joe Marks starts third. Bud Steele starts in fourth. Fifth, Robert Richards and Donald Stewart sixth. Jim Brooks will start from that seventh position alongside Duke Conrad starting eighth. Starting in P9, Gabe Butler alongside James Ledford 10th. 11th, Charles Johnson outside of him, Ted Deckard Jr. 13th will be Jack Walls along with Dylan Lemaster. 15th is going to go to Eric Laurie and Dwight Flesh also in 16th. Michael Spell 17th, William Mullins 18th, 19th, Diego Vasquez, Alex Little 20th, 21st, Paul Patterson Jr. rounds out your field here at Dover here tonight. Let's look at our track facts coming into the night. Dover International Speedway 1.02 miles, just slightly over a mile long, 75 laps tonight or 76 miles is your distance. Track temp 92 degrees, fairly hot. Air temp 72, 2 miles an hour is your wind speed coming out of the north. Well, there you have it. Get ready. Send them a green flag racing at Dover in just one moment. Logan, of course, will lead them to green here tonight. Here they come rolling off the bottom of the racetrack up onto the racing surface as they roll off pit road here. Good looking field here tonight. Should be a lot of fun. And a couple of trucks there on the top of the racetrack. Dropping back a little ways, you see the lights will go off this time by. I believe we'll get 2 pace laps here. We may only get 1. Lights are not on the pace car, but with iRacing, you can never really tell. I'm going to give them 1 or 2 pace laps here. Down the back straightaway. Into 1 and 2. Indeed, it's only going to be 1 pace lap, so here we go. Getting ready to go green at Dover International Speedway. Out of turn number 4, Logan Hilton brings them down. Green flag in the air. We're underway from Dover. Nice start there from Logan as they head into turn number 1. Everybody side by side. Exiting turn 1. Still great battle up front. Logan pulls away a little bit. Dropping back in the field here, you see them spread themselves out through 1 and 2 into 3 and 4. Again, green flag at Dover International Speedway as they complete lap number 1. Well, lap number 1 is going to be completed here. Nice run, everybody, so far. Right with one another. Pretty spread out also. Let's take a look at your top 3. Hilton, Chandler, and Marks is your top 3 running right now. As they've already completed 3 of those 75 laps. Duke Conrad right up here in the 8 machine. Taking over position for 7th. Great start there for Duke Conrad. And it looks like Jim Brooks might be sliding back just a little bit here early. Logan right now, 0.3 of a second is going to be the lead. James Ledford back here in 9th. Dylan Lemaster back here in 10th in the 3 machine. Back here as well, Ted Deckard Jr. trying to work his way up along with Robert Richards. And man, it's kind of interesting, some of the guys that are back here in the pack. Jack Walls up here in 6th in that 83 Pennzoil machine. Again, fastest truck in practice. Quickly working his way through the field, already up to P number 6. Again, quick race here tonight, only 75 miles. You got to go get it done and go get it done in a hurry. Jack Wallace to the bottom of the racetrack, right behind the 76 or 78 of Donald Stewart. Stewart a little bit sideways out of turn number 4. He'll hang on to that number 78 Kellogg's machine. Great sponsor on that truck. Maybe you have to go down to the Kellogg's hauler, see if we can get some boxes of Frosted Flakes and whatnot. I don't like Corn Flakes, but I love some Frosted Flakes. Oh, Donald, hang on to that beautiful race truck, buddy. All kinds of sideways out of turn 4. Stewart hangs on outside of him. That's going to be Jack. Jack trying to pick up another spot. You're not missing anything up front. Hilton is checked out from Chandler just a little bit. And Jack Walls up there in that Pennzoil machine trying to take over that 5th spot. Again, fastest truck I'm practicing early on in this one. Already up to the 5th position. To take a look here at that truck of Jack Walls. See right there, started 13th up to 5th, just 8 laps complete. Jack doing a great job driving through the field right now. Dude Conrad back there a couple of spots behind him. James Ledford has worked his way up to 8th, Dylan Lemaster back to 9th. And 10th, a little bit of a side-by-side battle. Jim Brooks, Robert Richards Jr. going at it back here as well. We've completed 9 laps here tonight, folks. It's already 9 in the books of the 75. Richards back here trying to hang on. Ted Decker Jr. in the number 79 machine right there as well. Michael Spell, 88 back here in 13th, 14th, K. Butler. And that's your top 14 as they run right now. But right now, out front, Logan, he's got Harrison Chandler about 1/10 of a second behind him. This battle is closing up rapidly for your race lead, 11 laps in. What a race this has already become. We'll take a look here behind Logan as he's looking back at Harrison Chandler. Harrison right there behind him. Let's go with a little bit of crank it up cameras here from Dover. They run right down near you here on the apron. Here at Dover Motor Speed International Speedway, right as they roll through. See the pack in behind them. Guy's doing a great job right now. Jack Wall is now up to 5th or 4th position. He's picked up another position. Now he's rolling in on the thwart of Joe Marks. Of course, Joe Marks up in 3rd. And it looks to me like Jack Walls is going to be in the top 3 by the time we complete lap 15. I would bet money on it. Jack Walls with an amazing drive out of that number 83 to the bottom of the racetrack. Here he goes under Joe Marks. Joe Marks slides up the racetrack, giving Jack all sorts of room, and Jack's going to work his way up to the top 3 now. Now it's Hilton, Chandler, Walls, your top 3 as we're working lap number 15. Back here behind them, you got a little side-by-side action. That's going to be James Ledford, Charles Johnson going at it for that 7th and 8th position. And Ledford takes over the spot. He'll fall. Johnson falls in behind. Johnson trying to hang on here. Here comes Richard to the bottom. Richard's going to go underneath the 78 machine of Stewart. Stewart right there on the outside. That battle now for that 9th and 10th position. Nice move by Richards getting that car up in to P number 9. Meanwhile, back out front, Logan's worked the gap over Chandler about 8/10 of a second here. See Chandler right there as well. So far, a heck of a battle out there on the racing surface. Ledford back here doing everything he can. Keep that 48 in that 7th position. Meanwhile, behind him, Johnson trying to hang on to the 14 machine, trying to hang on to 8th. But Richard's going to ease through, put lap 17 in the books this time by. We have a great race on the racetrack. Here comes Brooks, easing up beside Johnson. Johnson on the outside wall, just a tad bit here. He'll keep the truck rolling, though. No big issue there for the 14 machine. As a 78 dives below him there as well. That's Donald Stewart trying to pick up that spot also. Johnson sliding back through the field like he's on a slip and slide right now, trying to hang on. Right now, Spell trying to pick up on Johnson here in that 11th position. Spell sitting in 12th right now. The gap up front pretty stable, but this battle back here around this hornet's nest of trucks is pretty impressive. Looks like we had a truck smack the outside wall there. That's 78 of Stewart getting in the outside wall out of turn at number 4. Well, here comes a Spell. Spell in the 88 right there. Oh, Stewart again in the outside wall, beating the right side of that car. Right off that concrete hard into it. Keeping it going though, Stewart doing a great job there. That Kellogg's number 78 machine hanging on for all it's worth. He's dropped back to 11th, however. And now he's under fire from Bud Steele in the 53 machine on the bottom. You're not missing anything out front. The gap pretty much the same out front. Here comes Gabe Butler. And Stewart dropping back pretty rapidly here. After he got in the wall those couple of times, he just cannot get down to the bottom. Now he'll fall down in 14th. Ledford up here in 7th, right in front of Richards. Richards trying to run him down. Already 22 complete here tonight. 22 complete here at Dover out of these 75. And they are rocketing around here. Walls, of course, has worked his way into the top 3, but once he got there, maybe he ran the wheels off that machine a little bit, used a little bit of his tires up. He is not gaining nearly as much as he was. Again, fuel stop should be around 55 to 60 if this thing stays green. As we got some side-by-side racing back here, Marks trying to hang on to that 4th position. The 3 truck wants it. That 3 truck of a dude, or Dylan LeMaster, is going to pick it up. That's going to be your points leader going to 4th. That's P4 for the 3 truck. Marks drops back to 5th. Marks trying to hang on there. Conrad back here in 5th. Richards in 6th. Closest battle on the racetrack now is about these 5 trucks. Pretty much nose to tail. 25 complete this time by as they rocket off a turn at number 4. Now, out front still Hilton. Marks has worked his way up into 5th. A master into 4th. Walls kind of checked out here in 3rd. 5 seconds off Logan here, not really able to close the gap. However, Chandler is 2.9 off Logan as well. So the gap between Chandler and Walls is about 2.1 seconds. I think Walls will run down 2nd place Harrison Chandler for that spot eventually. Logan, man, just a nice smooth run here as Joe Marks still runs. Conrad up the racetrack. Here comes Richards. Take over P6. Richards just slowly picked himself up. You can see the 4 get high, have to lift. That's going to give Richards 5th. Perfect timing there for Richards, picking up 2 spots on 1 straightaway. To put Richards into the top 5 here. Chandler sitting there in 2nd. Winning 8 out of the 75 complete tonight. Here at Dover International Speedway. Logan out front, still by 3.7 seconds. Now Harrison Chandler back here also in 2nd, still 3.6 off, and that gap now down to 1.7 between him and Walls. Walls definitely closing in. Dylan, though, he's going to have to hold off Robert Richards for 4th. Richards sliding up close to that back bumper of that 3 truck. Richards right there in a fifth, trying to get fourth away from Dillon here in the 3 truck. And right now, he's there. He just can't make a move. Ledford back here in the 5th and 6th position is Dude Conrad also in the 8th. Those two still right with one another. Ledford trying to hang on right there to the 5th spot. And it looks like Richards has dropped back to 10th. To check in on Richards. What in the world actually happened here to Richards? Let's go back and take a look. Alright, he's right there behind the 3 truck. He's going to come off turn number 4. And just getting the outside wall. Oh, man. And tries to hang on to it. And does a great job of saving the truck. Oh. Guy's doing an amazing job to get around him. But he's going to lose all of his track position. That's unfortunate for Richards. He was up near the top 5. Now he's going to be way back here in 11th. Got loose there. Hit the wall. And that was the case with that one. Well, oh, and he's still having issues there. Trying to hang on now at this point. Right now, Jack Walls in 3rd, trying to still run down Chandler. And it looks to be working slowly but surely. Of course, still in there in 4th. Ledford right now in 5th. 36 already complete here tonight out of the 75 scheduled. The race is flying by in a hurry, folks. You don't want to blink, you'll miss it, honestly. Conrad back here also, and Steele in the 53. And yellow is on the racetrack. Yellow is out. We'll see if we can find the incident. And we'll go back and see if we can locate it. But first yellow of the evening. See the smoke, and it is Richards once again running into problems in the 12 truck. First yellow of the evening here. We'll go back and look. Oh, man. Looks like he's just going to get loose off of turn number 4 one more time. And this time he can't hold on to it into the outside wall. Around it goes that number 12 machine. Bring out the first yellow of the evening here at lap number 75 for the Area 51 Truck Series. Now we'll get to see when everybody decides to make their way. Is Logan the only one coming to? Surely this can't be right. Logan right now is the only one on pit road. What in the actual? Now we got more trucks filling in, but I think there was some stayed out. We'll get this sorted out here in a moment as they'll exit pit road here in just a moment. And you see right there, look at Jack Wallace nearly beating everybody out off of pit road. Nice run, everybody off of pit road here at 38 complete. We'll let them get cycled around here in just a moment. Logan there in that number 63 NASCAR Hall of Fame machine has led most of the night. Man, most impressive run up the field. It goes to Jack Walls. But let's see if we can get a word in with Robert once he gets in his pit stall here. We'll give him just a moment to get to his stall. Make sure we don't interrupt him while he's pulling in. And he should be in his stall here momentarily. And there it is. He'll stop in the stall. Let's grab a word with Robert Richards. Hey, Robert, it's Matt up in the booth. You got me, brother?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man, you worked your way in the top five. Unfortunately, that truck just jumped out from under you, hit the wall there once. You got it straightened out, got back going. Then I'd be doggone if a couple of laps later you didn't have the same problem happen to you. I know you got to be frustrated at this point, but you think you got the truck to get back up through there?
Yeah, man, it's very frustrating. I don't know what happened. It snapped. I guess I just used up too much tires getting to the front. I expected this race to have some cautions in it, but it ain't working out that way. So I was started moving, and it just snapped. And then coming back on the front straight, it snapped again. So we'll work our way back up front.
Alrighty, well now how does this play in? Because that started happening about lap 30 of your run. You've still got well over around 30 or so more. Do you expect that to happen once again?
Yeah, I know a lot of people were saving, so I was going to take advantage of it and try to get up to the front as much as I could for green flag pit stops came in. But with this track, I guess the way the surface is, it didn't work out that way, and it just snapped. And I tried to save it the best I could, but second time it didn't work out.
Alright, man, well, best of luck to you there going forward, Robert.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, we're double file, getting ready to go back to green flag this time by Logan out front in the 63 trunk. He'll bring them down for this restart of this one. And it's been a crazy one here already. 40 out of 75 complete. 40 out of 75 complete here, folks. We're going to get them back going green. Comment in the comments in the section. Tobacco farmer. Oh my goodness, tobacco. Man, I like that tobacco farmer. Good comment. Anyway, we're getting ready to go green. Here we go out of turn number 4. Green flag goes back in the air here. We're back underway. Area 51 Truck Series from Dover is back underway. Here comes Jack Wallace there, the fastest truck at practice. Now well within the top 5 here as they work their way off of turn number 2. Headed down the back straightaway. Here comes Harrison Chandler. He's going to make a bid for the race lead. Can't get it done yet. He'll fall back in the line. Jack Wallace back there trying to size up the field in front of him. Again, 42 at least 75 complete. Ledford back here as well, along with Jude Conrad, the 8 machine. Bud Steele also back there. Spell is back there, single file. And we're going to take a look back here at Richards. He is now the first truck 1 lap down. He is within the lucky dog position if another yellow comes out. Meanwhile, up front, Walls still trying to run down Chandler. He's right there behind him, knocking on the back door. Knock, knock. It's Walls trying to come through, but Chandler just not letting it happen this time by. Walls and Chandler going at it here for second. 4th and 5th. That's a pretty tight battle as well. The 3 and Ledford right there with him as well. Going at it there in turns 3 and 4. Dude Conrad back here also. And Bud Steele back here in the 53 machine, SpaceX machine, having a good run here tonight. 45 complete this time by. We got a slow car there on the apron. Not sure who that was. They rock it down the back straightaway once again. Again, pretty quick race here tonight. Only 75 laps, 75 miles. In the Area 51 Truck Series, here comes Ledford trying to knock down the back door of the 3 truck. Ledford now closing the gap for that position. 4th, 5th, 6th, nose to tail right now. These guys right with each other here late in the going. Haven't really spread apart here much at all throughout the field. Great battling all night long. Now Ledford sends that number 48 machine in the corner. He's with a half car length now. He'll have to back off of it out of turn number 2. Try to get the run in 3 and 4 once again. Walls right now 1.2 off your leader. Desperately trying to come up with something now. 1.6. Got that 83 truck in the top 3. Can't pick anything up here on out. Ledford right there as well. Conrad also in this top 6. Still in 7th. Still trying to get it going here. 49 going to be on the board this time by, along with Brooks right there in 8th and 9th to spell. The one truck, Gabe Butler, trying to cut that number 1 machine down to the bottom of the racetrack. 50 out of 75 complete this time by. So we're coming up on that 25 lap marker, folks. 25 to go. Gabe Butler right there on the back bumper of spell. That's for 10th and 9th for those two as well. Oh, nearly in the back bumper of Spale. Honestly, Butler putting all kinds of pressure on Spale as they roll into turn number 1. Seated on board Butler right behind that Area 51 machine of the 88 of Spale. Spale desperately tries to hang on to that position. Brooks up there as well. We got a car there on pit road. Nice and safe down pit road. 53 out of 75 complete this time by. Looking back out of the back bumper of Butler. Guys still going at it here. Also, 53 will be on the board this time by. And right now, Butler in that number 1 machine trying to crack P9. Not happening here. Harrison Chandler still in 2nd. But he has closed the gap now to Logan. Logan trying to hang on. Look at Walls back there as well as we're coming up on the final 20. These guys are really giving it everything they got up front of the pack. We've had 1 caution tonight. And this race has a long green flag run to it. And yellow out as I say that. Gabe Butler around in that number 1 truck, bringing out the 2nd caution of the evening. And we'll go back and take a look at it. As he's alongside Spale. And Johnson in the 14. Slight contact with the 1. Around the 1 goes. Yellow flag back on the racetrack for the 2nd time tonight with roughly 20 to go. And now pit stops are going to be ever so important. And if I look right here, Richards' 12 truck did not get the wave around. It looks like it should be Eric getting the wave. And the 071 machine should get the wave around this time by as they head to pit road. Here comes Logan bringing them down. Chandler's going to follow down. Everybody heads to pit road once again. We'll get 4 tires and fuel. Get ready to run to the end here. Take a look here at the end of pit road. Again, 55 complete. We'll have less than 20 to go when we go green once again. And indeed, Rory gets the wave around. Put 14 trucks back on the lead lap here. And Logan Hilton not stopping his box. See who gets first off of pit road. 4 fresh tires. Here comes Jack right behind them. Oh, the 58 of Bud Steele. Great stop. That's going to get him up to 3rd. And I believe indeed that was a 2-tire stop for Bud Steele. And we'll see if we can get a word with him in a hurry. Alrighty, let's grab Mr. Steele and see what he has to say. Hey, Bud Steele, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on him, brother?
Hey there, Matt.
Well, from what I've seen there, did you take a 2-tire stop there that time through, Bud?
Yes, I did.
Alrighty, man. You think the truck's got what it takes to be able to stay up there and gain some track position?
I think so. Depends on how this start goes.
Alrighty, man. Well, you taking a gamble there, grabbing some track position. Best of luck to you, my man.
Yeah, I experimented a little bit in practice and really didn't lose too much. And right now, I think here track position is key.
10-4, buddy. Well, I hope to talk to you at the end of this one, bud.
Me too, Matt. Appreciate it.
No problem, buddy. And we've actually got a little bit of a developing situation. Looks like Logan, your leader, too fast on pit road, dropping to the end of the field. Huge deal for Logan back here in 12th. We'll see if we can grab him right quick. Hey, Logan, it's Matt up in the booth. You got me, brother?
Hello?
Hey, buddy. Well, you led most of the way. Did you end up with a speeding on pit road penalty there?
Yes.
All right, man. Well, you're going to restart there pretty far back. Do you think you can get that 63 machine back up front?
I'm not sure. I don't know what went wrong there.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, best of luck to you going forward, man.
Thank you.
Well, with speeding on pit road, never a good thing. It's an easy thing to have happen to you. Trying to get everything you can on pit road. So, your front row, when we go back green, Bud Steele in the 53 truck, Harrison Chandler in the 29 truck, and Mr. Walls back there in the 83s, your top three. You'll have the 3 truck there of Dylan also right there with them. And we'll get ready to send them green at flag racing once again. All right. Bud Steele out front in that 53 machine. We'll bring them out of turn number 4, and we'll get them green at one more time here. Again, 2 tires on that number 53 machine. Can he hold off the rest of the field for 18 laps? Time will tell out of turn number 4. And ready. Wait on it. Green flag at Dover. Bud Steele brings them down. A little bit of wheel spin there out of the 53 truck. Harrison Chandler would take advantage on the outside. He'll clear for the race lead. And look at Jack. He's going to be trapped behind the 53 of Bud Steele. Going to be tricky here as they work their way down the back straightaway, nearly 3 wide now. Steele holding up Mr. Walls. The 3 up there as well. Nowhere for Walls to go. He can't go to the high side. He's kind of trapped on the bottom. Now he's going to try to work his way back into the top 3, but Chandler's going to check out. 0.5 of a second now as the gap. 16 to go. 16 laps to go here. So here's the deal, tobacco farmer. I know I normally wouldn't say this on air, but if you're going to keep insulting drivers, I'm going to ban you from the chat. Period. I don't allow that here, and I'm not going to roll with that. But anyway, back out front. Car in the outside wall. And the 8 machine bounced it off the wall. He got it straightened out. That's dude Conrad there. The 14 back here as well. And right now, Bud Steele running in P2. Jack Walls back there in 3rd. He's ran his way into the top 3. 12 laps to go. Jack Walls along with Bud Steele. Jack right there in the 83 machine. And right now, Jack Walls, everything he can do to run down the 53 of Bud Steele, but it's not working for him just yet. The 3 truck back here of Dylan also 10 laps to go now. These guys are really running out of time. Chandler's opened up a 1.1 second gap. And Logan Hilton back here, ooh, trying to pick up a spot. He's made it back up to 11th. Trying to get the 63 truck into the top 10. Now 9 laps to go. Right now, Harrison Chandler in first. Bud Steele runs second. Dylan sets in third. Fourth goes to, Dylan sets in fourth. And fifth to Jim Brooks. Is your top 5 right now. And right now, Harrison Chandler just walking away from the field. So we're going to stay with this battle for second. Steele and Walls going at it. It's going to be the 53 and 83. Back to back here, along with the 3 truck back here of Dylan. Dylan trying to pick up that 3rd position from Jack, just not able to do it right now. 7 to go, 6 to go next time by. Well, as we look back through the pack, Dude Conrad back here in the 8. Here comes Johnson in the 14. That's going to be 8th and 7th, respectively, for both of them. Good run for both those trucks. Joe Marks back here also in the 4. Hanging on in the 4 truck. Joe Marks there in the 9th position. Coming to 5 laps to go, Michael Spell right in front of Logan. Logan trying to get at least back into the top 10. After that pit road speeding penalty, and Logan's going to get in the outside wall for turn number 4. Going to slow that truck down quite a bit. Coming to 4 laps to go this time by. Well, the 12 machine, he's going to go another lap down as Chandler works his way around. Chandler, of course, your race leader and pulling away with 4 laps to go. Meanwhile, the 3 are trying to hang on here. He's going to have Jack Walls underneath of him as they head into turns 3 and 4. Dylan trying to hang on to 3rd. Jack back to the bottom. 3 laps to go. This is going to be a battle for the top 3 position. Jack underneath of them into 3 and 1 and 2 once again. Jack Wallace taking over back over 3rd. Here comes Dylan back to the outside. Those 2 battling it out for 3rd here. This will be a podium finish for one of these guys as they're coming to 2 to go this time by. 2 laps to go. Chandler with this one well in hand to battle right now for 3rd. Walls and Dylan side by side through 1 and 2. And Yellow's out on the speedway. Oh man, that's Johnson and Marks in the 4 upside down. And Richards. We'll go back and take a look at what happened. Richards right there. Oh man, they just all got checked up and over in huge flip, much like Joey Logano's flip here. Up and over Joe Marks. Flipping that truck over. Well, yellow is out. That means green, white, checkered. And we'll see if anybody comes to pit road here. This is going to be huge. Late into the going, who's going to come get tires for a green and white checkered finish? Well, as they work their way around, we'll see who dives on pit road and who does not. And Harrison stays out. Walls is coming in. Couple more. Spell, Logan in. Pretty much a split of about 3 trucks. Taking tires here. And let's see, there's 14 on the lead lap. Don't think they'll get back to the front of the field, but we'll see. Well, there you have it. A couple of trucks diving down pit road. With a green and white checkered finish. Chandler now will remain your leader, but still will restart in second when we do go back green flag racing here in just a moment. Teal Chandler, your top two. Dylan sets third. Fourth goes to Ledford, and fifth, rounding out your top five, is going to be Jim Brooks. So your top five should be a great shootout. Again, we had a couple of trucks come down, including Jack Walls back there in 10th, and Logan back there in 11th, to take tires here. And they need another caution for it to really pan out for them the way they'd like it to. If they could get another caution, that would line up perfectly for those guys. But right now, I'm still on the pace car right now. We're not going green this time by. It'll be interesting to see how many positions Logan will pick up along with Jack on those fresh tires. I mean, they're really going to have to go get it if they're going to pick up anything. You know, chances are they may pick up a couple, but I do not think they're going to get all the way back to the lead in the amount of time without a caution to aid them with that. However, if a yellow does come out again and line them back up, they could be in great position with fresh tires. You just never know. Well, here we go. Coming should be to the white or the one to go signal for Harrison Chandler, who is out front in that 29 truck. Bud Steele is going to start second, and Dylan LeMaster is going to start third. And 3 laps to go in this one. Lights are off on the iRacing pace car. We'll go double file now into turn 1 and 2. Again, for reference, 4 fresh tires back here in 10th and 11th. Everybody else on older tires. See how it pans out for the guys that did stop. Again, I don't see them making it all the way to the lead, but they could definitely pick up some spots here. Well, here we go off turn number 2. Getting ready to go green once again. The Walls and Hilton back there in the pack. Here we go. Getting ready to go green flag racing to finish this one off. Chandler's got to be beating on the wheel. He said, I had it, and now he's got to hang on to a restart. And iRacing pace car to pit road. We're going to go green out of turn number 4. And wait on it, wait on it, wait on it. Here we go, and green in the air. 3 laps to go. Chandler, big jump. Oh, boy. Everybody kind of stumbled a little bit. Here comes Jack Walls. Look at that truck all the way picking up spots on the bottom. Jack Walls to 9th. Now, out of turn number 2, Jack's got to dive it to the bottom if he wants any hope of picking up anything else. He does. He takes it nearly 3 wide. He gets it in there. He's going to pick up all the way pretty far here. Dude Conrad's falling back. Ledford in the outside wall. Brooks. Here comes Walls to 4th. 1 lap to go. Walls has picked it all the way up to 4th. coming for third. Chandler's going to be out front and clear. Wallace, though, trying to make the drive for second. Into turns 3 and 4, Chandler's going to hang on for the win. But the battle now for second. Here comes Walls off of turn number 4. He'll get the third and at the stripe nearly. And he gets it. P2 for Walls from 9th. Holy cow. How in the world? Go back and take a look at this. Man, oh man. Look at this drive for Walls. Out of turn number 4. And look at that. At the strike. Able to pick up P2. But Harrison Chandler with your race win. Logan was able to come home 10th. But great win here for Harrison Chandler in that number 29 machine. Congratulations, Harrison. And Dylan Lemaster back there in third. Harrison Chandler leading 23 laps tonight. Congratulations, Harrison. Look at Jack Walls, P2. Dylan back here in P3. I'm waiting to see if anybody is. Gonna come in for the interview here. I'm not sure. We're gonna go through our post-race results. Congratulations, Harrison Chandler, on the win. Let's take a look at our unofficial start and finishing results. Harrison Chandler with the win here. Jack Walls all the way up to second. Master third, Steele fourth, Bedford fifth. Sixth goes to Stewart, seventh Brooks, eighth Conrad, ninth Butler, 10th Hilton, 11th's going to go to Lori, 12th Vasquez, 13th Patterson, Bell 14th, Johnson 15th, 16th is Richards, 17th is Deckard, Flesh 18th, Marks 19th, Mullins 20th, and 21st Little. Alright, there we go. That's going to be your finishing order for tonight. And we're still doing burnouts. And, well, folks, there's nobody in here in the top 3. So that's going to pretty much wrap it up for us here tonight. Congratulations again to Chandler on the race win. And we'll be back here next week from Phoenix International in the Area 51 Truck Series. Yeah, folks, we will see you